Because future-looking statements are inherently subject to risk and uncertainty, our reminder is that you should make any purchasing decisions or investment decisions based on products that are currently commercially available.
Howdy everyone, my name is John Demby and I'm coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, also known as Funky Town, and the home of my TCU Horned Frogs. I'm a creative strategist here at Salesforce and Tableau, and it's my honor for the next 15 minutes to show you what just may be a game changer for Salesforce admins. So with that, let's get ready, saddled up, and to ride. Tableau helps people see and understand their data, and that's been our mantra since day one. It continues to be our focus, pioneering visual data analytics. Given the DNA of Tableau, let's get more specific about our goal today. We are going to help admins see and understand their Salesforce users. So what does that mean? Well, I am pleased to announce the latest Salesforce dashboard starters, Salesforce Admin Insights. For those that may not know about our dashboard starters, these are best practice dashboards that are designed to be used right out of the box. In addition to the instant value of the starters, they're flexible. Many of our users and customers have leveraged them as bases to be able to tailor and build out for what your actual org needs. For these first versions, we have 3 separate and powerful dashboard views. The org-centric view is geared toward looking for trends, the when, the where, the who of your org for the past 6 months. Next, we have the user-centric view. That will allow you to uncover which users are engaged from where and what kind of browser or OS they're using. Finally, there is the access-centric view. That will help you monitor from the point of connection any hotspots and how users are connecting to Salesforce. Getting started is super easy, and I'll cover everything you need to know after the demo, but for now, let's get to the fun part. So let's get started. We're going to swipe over to the org view first, and the org view is an overall view of your organization, really kind of looking at users, locations, things like that. Now I'm in Tableau Desktop, and so I'm going to go into full screen mode so that I can actually have this as an interactive dashboard. And that's how you're going to start consuming these org insights is through Tableau Desktop. So as I look through the dashboard, I want to start my exploration. And really what I'm looking at is what are my user peak times. And so I noticed that on June 7th, I had 569 users that logged in that day, but I had a low point of 387 on August 2nd. So I kind of want to drill into that. So I'm going to go ahead and click this particular mark so I can drill in, and you'll notice that the dashboard's changed. Now I see my hourly logins by distinct users. I see what users are doing what. And so this may allow me to kind of explore maybe the trend lines or some peaks or things like that, so I can better understand maybe why I had that drop off there in the August timeframe. With that said, I think I want to go back and look at my high peak time. And sure enough, 569 users. But I want to stop here and talk about this data real quickly. The data that we're using is from a demo org that we use here at Salesforce for internal demos. So it's all kind of fictitious and everything like that. But it's a worldwide org and it's not your traditional Salesforce org. So that may be why it looks off. But that said, I can see some interesting insights. I can see that at 9 o'clock, then again at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and it tapers off from there. I had peak usage, and that's kind of in line when we're talking to customers and doing demos and things of the like. Now, going from here, I can look at this lower quadrant, and these are all the users, and we've color-coded everything. Blue is for 0 to 7 days, orange is 8 to 14 days, and red is 15 days or more. Now, I want to stop here and talk about just color in Tableau in general. One of the things is we've studied visual analytics and we build best practices into our product. And that could be the right viz to be able to pick for an analysis. It also could mean best practices when it comes to color. So the color that we're actually using here is colorblind friendly on our dashboard. And so that's something that Tableau gives you immediately out of the box. Now, finally, we're able to capture latitude and longitude of the users as they log in. And so I can actually see across the globe where people are logging in. Now, when we talk to several of our VIPs, admin VIPs, we talked about what may be some global filtering that we would want to do here to help with adoption and stuff like that. And one of the things that we were told was profiles are really important. So we've added that here in the dashboard. So I'm going to go down here and pick the service profile, and I'll go ahead and hit apply. And you'll see without doing anything, my dashboard now has a completely different viewpoint based on profile. And that June 7th week that was actually a high point week is actually a low point week for me with service, with only 72 users. And I can see the user pattern, and then I can see down below, I have a cluster of users that haven't even logged in since that time period. And again, that would be very appropriate in this demo environment because we use it internally, and there are going to be users that use it once and never use it again from that perspective. So that's the org view. So now what I want to do is take you over to the user view. You'll notice that some of the visualizations in these dashboard starters have the same look and feel, but what we're doing is we're actually starting from different perspectives to allow us to drill down. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to pick a particular user in just a second, and we're going to drill into their activity. But you can see these different colors and stuff. So I'm going to take Jew, and Jew last logged in on the 9th, but their first login was on the 31st of July. They look like they're a pretty active user of our application or demo environment. They've logged in 11 times over that time period, several times once a week, and their profile happens to be service. Now, I can also see that Geo is coming and logging in from different places from around Seoul. One might be their home office, it may be some other place, but it gives me that insight. I can also see that Geo is using Windows 10, and so, but has not used Salesforce Mobile, so that's an opportunity there. And then being able to track compliance, Geo started out with Chrome 84 and of course has stayed current with Chrome 86. So with that, I get some great insights from the user, but now I want to swipe over and look at the access view. And the focus here is really giving you as an admin the ability to drill in from point of access and find hotspots, trends, and understand compliance and other things like that. So I know Chrome 83 had some major challenges from a security perspective. And so I'm going to actually go down here and click Chrome 83. And you'll notice that as soon as I do that, you can see that in the May up to toward the end of July time period was when Chrome 83 was active for users. I can also see the hourly login where all those users were. But I can also see that there are still, like in the case of the 4th, we still have 5 logins. And the data behind that is just one click away. So if I want to see who those 5 users are so I can reach out to them, that's important. Well, Chrome 85 came on after that, and I can see the trend patterns there, and I can see that they've declined now that Chrome 86 is out. So it gives me that ability to see all that information. So since we have a little time left, I want to show you something really cool and easy with these dashboard starters. What I want to do is I want to add another global filter, and you're going to see it's just a couple of simple clicks. So first I'm going to clear my profile filter that I had at the beginning, and I want to go ahead and close out of that. I'm going to get out of full screen mode at this point so that I can go into desktop edit mode. And I'm going to click here to go to the sheet for this particular visual. Now, when I go to this visual, you'll actually see that I can very simply go grab business unit, which is what I want to add, and drag it over to the filter shelf. So now it is a filter that I have available to me for this particular viz. So I want to go back to the dashboard and add it as a global filter. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually click here, go down to filters, and I'm going to add it. Now, Tableau is so smart. It figured out that it wanted me to add it there to the global filter pane So I went ahead and did that. I want to clean up a few things. I want to make it a multi-value drop down because I think I might want to look at different BUs together. I'm going to actually apply it to all using this data source, which is really important, so that all the vises are in sync. And then I'm going to do one more simple thing, which is just add an apply button here at the end. Now, that all done, I really want to go see one of these BUs and what the impact might be. So I'll just, while I'm in here, I'll go down here, clear them all, and then I'm going to click on Core FS and hit apply. And now immediately I have a totally different dashboard that I'm looking at with BU as the centric focus. So I hope you can see how simple that was to bring that information in and to make those edits so that you can move forward and get started. So now you've seen the demo, but how do you get started? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take down this URL, sfdc.co/ and the capital letters are really important, Tableau Admin Insights, all capitalized for each word. That's going to take you where you can download workbooks with the sample data that you can replace with your data. After you actually download them, you're going to open them up into desktop, and you're simply going to go down. You'll see the screenshot in the slide where it says data source. You're actually going to click on that, and it's going to prompt you to log in to Salesforce and put in your own credentials. Once you actually do that, it will immediately refresh the data with your data and get rid of all that kind of crazy sample data that's in there. So then you're ready to look at them. You're ready to analyze and do things with the dashboards. If you don't have Tableau, and I'm not sure why you don't have Tableau, but also you can go to this. You can go to sfdc.co again and do Tableau trial. Again, the letters are capitalized, and that'll get you started on a Tableau trial so that you can also explore these data admin insights. So with desktop, you can view your insights anytime you want and come back time and time again. You can save them, you can refresh them, and they're just right there for you. But let's say your organization has Tableau Online or Tableau Server. What can you do beyond Tableau Desktop? Well, first of all, you can take these insights and publish them to your Tableau Server or online, and you can set up an extract refresh schedule. That way, when you come in on a daily basis, they're there and they're waiting for you. But you can also see those trends, but you can take advantage of server and online capabilities like alerts and subscriptions and notifications so that Tableau can actually give you insight even when you're not looking at it. Next, you can actually add permissions, or you may choose not to add permissions, and you get to decide who can see these dashboard starters and who you want to share them with. So if you have other admins or other people that are looking at really adoption and compliance and stuff like that, you can share those from Tableau Desktop or Tableau Server or online. Then the next thing is these actually have mobile-friendly views. So if you actually put it on Tableau Server or Tableau Online, it unlocks the ability for you to go mobile. And you can actually open up the Tableau mobile app and see these insights directly from your smartphone. And then finally, and this is my favorite part, you can actually take these dashboards and put them back into Salesforce. So if you're not aware, a couple of months ago, we released our first version of the Tableau Lightning Web Component, or LWC. The Tableau LWC makes embedding a Tableau dashboard a no-code experience. You drag over the Lightning Web Component, you paste in the share URL from Tableau Server, and then now you've got these insights back into Salesforce. You can build yourself a quick little Lightning app, because we all know how to do that. And you can put these three views there, and you can access the data anytime you want directly from within Salesforce without actually clicking over to Tableau. And the best part, like I said, these are mobile friendly, so they actually will work with Salesforce Mobile. So if you want to just have that one mobile app, you can do Salesforce Mobile and see these insights directly from there. So with that, I hope I've given you a glimpse of the exciting things we're working on for Salesforce admins. I would love to hear from you. My Twitter is jdemby, D-E-M-B-Y, or you can find me on LinkedIn. My email address is pretty simple as well. It's jdemby@tableau.com. If you have any suggestions, ideas from what you've seen today, we're always looking for customer feedback. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy this holiday season. And best of all, happy trails until we meet again.
Capado DevOps helps you deliver innovation on Salesforce with more speed, reliability, and visibility than ever before. Give your teams the platform they need to manage development with a pipeline manager. Release your innovation on demand with continuous delivery and automated testing. And continuously improve using the intelligence of DevOps 360 to optimize every step of the process. Check out Capado DevOps on AppExchange to learn more.
Did you know most of the time we all have positive intent, but sometimes it's the impact of our actions and words that can do harm to others? We all make mistakes, but we can commit to remembering it's the impact, not the intent, that matters. Skilling up on equality makes us a stronger community. Learn more on Trailhead and earn the Inclusive Marketing Practices Badge.